Okay, I'm going to try one more, but I'm going to start at the last one we did, because what I did do is the over 20 and total, because they have values assigned to something. I needed to initialize them. So what I should have done is I should have gone back here and written over 20 is assigned the value of 0. That's my starting point. And I should have done the same thing for total. Total is assigned the value of 0, because I'm adding on to that, so I have to have a starting value. I forgot to do that. I think on this one, because I counted, I should have done that for this one too. Above 10, assign the value of 0, and below 5, assign the value of 0. But I don't need it for age, because age gets its first value for input. These get the first value from a calculation, so therefore they have to have a starting value for a calculation. Okay, so let's go on to 4 and write code that prompts the user to enter 50 temperatures. Output the highest and lowest temperatures. So first of all, we should be used to this by now. We're going to do for count is assign the value of 1 to 50, because I have to get 50 values. And I'm going to indent now, and we should get used to the fact that I need to output, prompt the user to enter a value. So enter temperature, and I'm going to read the temperature. Temp equals input. So now that I've got a temperature, I'm going to find out if this is the highest or lowest temperature. So I will ask myself, if temperature is less than lowest temp, then I have a new lowest temperature. So therefore, if that is the new lowest temperature, then lowest temp value will become the value of temperature, because that's my new lowest. So I need to record that to compare it against the other ones. And I can repeat the same thing, and I can say if temperature is greater than the highest temp value, then I have a new highest temp. So therefore, highest temp is assigned the value of temperature, because the current temperature is now my new highest temperature. And I'm going to end that if statement here. And I'll just get my highest temperature there. And then I have to output it at the end. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to move back over here. And I'm going to do next count, which is going to increment my counter. Now, here we can quickly ask ourselves, well, what do we mean by lowest temperature? So we have to initialize the lowest temperature. So if we're going to say the lowest temperature, we have to have initialization that is going to be lower than whatever the temperature we're going to read is. So we have to have a high temperature. So if I say 1,000 degrees, then the first temperature I read in, no matter what temperature it's going to be, is going to be the first lowest temperature. Then if I read in a new lowest temperature, then that will be the new lowest temperature. And my highest temperature should be initialized to something very, very low, such as minus 1,000 degrees, because then the first temperature I read in will be the new highest temperature. So this is what I need to do to the initialization there, something outside of the range, so that I always am reading the first highest and first lowest temperatures. Now the end is just as we've done before, and output highest temp, and concatenate the value, highest temp, and then output lowest temp, and concatenate the value lowest temp. And that meets the requirements of this one.